Hey, it's Takashi here, and yes, it's MF Mukoji's event information summary. This time, it's the summer festival where I'll be talking about the latest information on regarding the event itself, so let's unveil it now. First up, Classroom of the Elite has announced its Season 4. However, the broadcast date hasn't announced yet, but something has made me disturbed this time. The key visual was unveiled, and the character designs were great, with the front three looks badass, but the design's quality for Ainokoji was dropped. I don't know if it was a late decision, but just looking at this visual, I get the impression that Ainokoji's atmosphere has changed quite a bit. The production studio hasn't announced yet, so we will have to wait for a long time to get it. Next is ReZero Season 3. There's not much anything fancy announced, but a new key visual has unveiled. They look happy with the others, don't they? Also, a new PV has released featuring the 4 witches of Sin Archbishops. It'll be broadcast on October in 2 cours with 8 episodes each. In addition to that, Myth and Roy will return with a new ending song as well, titled Nox and Lux. It seems October will be a frenzy month to start with. Next is Gimai Sekatsu. Apart with no new information regarding future seasons, there's a hype promo to episode 10, which airs this Thursday. The preview images for the next episode has also unveiled. It seems that we have started entering its 4th volume of the novel. As interesting as it gets, I hope to see a forbidden romance bloom. In addition to that, 3 characters will be introduced as well. The characters featuring Kaho Fujinami, portrayed by Atsumi Kanezaki, Eha Kuro by Mie Sonozaki, and Keisuke Shinjo by Ryohei Arai. From the looks of it, Kaho and Eha will be featured more in this episode and the next, alongside the main cast. Aside from that, Volume 12 of the novel has also been unveiled. This time, the forbidden love goes even further, with hand-holding each other on the bus. Wonder how Taichi and Akiko will react, is how we will be finding out soon. Another surprising thing is that is the advanced screening of the anime. The screening is actually for the final episode, which was held at Ikebukuro Umax Cinemas. It also features a surprise guest talk with director Sota Ueno and the main cast. It seems that the people who visit Ikebukuro had a good treat. I would like to go there someday. Lol. Next is The Detective is Already Dead Season 2. Aside from the aquarium quiz with the cast, there's nothing much to talk about but a beautiful ultra teaser visual unveiled featuring Mint. The production is still ongoing. You might be going to have to wait for a very long time for more information. Next is the TV anime Sasaki to Pichan Season 2. This time, a new key visual was unveiled. The designs and illustrations look great as it gives off Night Tokyo vibes. The second season was announced on March, but no further updates for now. Last but not least, 2 anime informations have been announced. The first is I End Up Marrying the Girl I Hate in My Class. I do anticipate this work for quite some time now, but the feedback of this has been quite low lately. But I'm glad it has announced in such a quick pace. High school student Hojo Saito married his classmate Sakuramori Akane, and the girl who is worst enemy in the school. Their newlywed life wasn't going so well, and they were constantly at odds. But Saito then learns about Akane's cute side, which he never saw before, and Akane gradually began to recognize the feelings that she's been keeping inside. The key visual has been announced along with its promotional illustration. The production was done by Studio Kokumi and Axis, and its director is Hiroki Oshima. This animator have quite a number of series under Studio Kokumi and Axis before then his first step as a director. Notable works include The Asterix War, Reborn as a Vending Machine, I Now Wonder the Dungeon, and SSS Dynazon. The cast have been announced, which includes Saito Hojo, portrayed by Shoujo Sakata, and Akane Sakuramori by Hinaki Yano. The broadcast date hasn't been yet announced, so it will be a wild guess to predict. And finally, it's the highly anticipated survival series Playing Death Games to Put Food on the Table novel series. It has finally announced its TV anime. Recently, the official account for the Game of Death started a mysterious countdown, and I wondered what it was, and it turns out to be a TV anime adaptation. Notable achievements of this series includes light novels currently published 6 volumes. The 7th on September won the Excellence Award in 2022, ranked first and second in Kono Light Novel ga Sugoi for paperback and new work category, and it is supported by many readers as a popular work for the next generation. Protagonist lives off winnings from the death games. If you survive one death game, you have to participate in the next one. In the midst of all of this, the death game is taking place every day. Beautiful girls are gathered in one box and they fight each other under various rules. The rules of the death game takes place every time. Interesting. The visuals or costumes changes for each death game. The rule is that players fight in costumes that match the concept of each game. I feel happy every time a new death game begins. However, there are some golden rules to follow when watching this anime. That is, don't make your favorites casually. This is a death game story, so people will easily be eliminated. Anyway, the participants in the death game will have to undergo physical transformation beforehand. When this is done, blood stops flowing from the body, so now it has been announced that playing death games to put food on the table will be made into an anime. I personally love this book so much. I'm looking forward to seeing how the anime will turn out. And last but not the very least, the upcoming novel adaptation The Dangers in My Heart is here. This novel will be on sale on September 25 and will be written by Kota Nozomi, the author of You Like Me, Not My Daughter. The congratulatory illustrations was also drawn, which includes from Konomi, Minori Chigusa, and Takuya Fujima. It's going to be a good one, so manga fans who love this should check this out. So this time, I've covered up all the information on NF Bunko J Summer Festival in summaries. For me, there's not a lot of things to reveal from this time, but what are your thoughts on it? That's all for this video for today. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments below. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.